YouTube viewers, and welcome to another edition of Eileen News Update, YouTube edition. March 25th, 2011, episode 5, YouTube edition. I'm your main anchor, Erik Olson.
And I'm your co-anchor, Eileen Meier.
So Eileen, how's your week been? Anything interesting?
Actually, a lot's happened this weekend, and not too bad of stuff. I have a friend over from college. She's pretty cool.
Cool. That's good. Well, I'm glad things are going well over there. Well, our live reporter, Samuel J. McLennan's off tonight, so he's going to have a 2-week vacation from the show. We'll be back next week. We won't be doing an episode. We'll have the week off. And I believe we'll be back on Friday, April 8th. Yes. April 8th, we'll be back doing another episode of Eileen News Update YouTube edition. So, let's get ready for this week's episode of Eileen News Update. Alright, today's top headline for today. An Ohio man gets a $16.4 million cable bill from Time Warner, as I read into the story. What's your take on this, Eileen?
My question, well, I kind of got a question for that. It's like, well, how the hell do you bring up a bill that high when it's based off of cable?
Wonderful thing about computers. They have, well, sometimes computers can really be, well, kind of bad. This guy, has been paying his bill. It's like $70 a month or something like that. And he's been paying it regularly. And then just found out that his bill was $16.4 million. And,
yeah, that's kind of retarded.
Yes, well, it just seems to me that this cable company should really pay attention more to their computers and make sure they don't have any electrical hiccups, because this one is a big hiccup. If you know what I mean. Some companies, or some, even a satellite or a cable company might say, you actually owe this, they would argue. And I believe there was a guy, another person, who's, I guess, whoever wrote the story had asked, saying, yeah, no way, I think I saw it in the comments. Yeah, it was in the comments of the story. A user said that DirecTV would argue you would owe that, but I don't know. Do you have any more comments on that, Eileen?
Not really. It's still kind of crazy.
Yeah. Life's full of crazy stuff. You can't hide from it. Well, anyway, let's see this week's top 4 headlines, shall we?
Yeah.
This week's top 4 headlines. Number 1. They're just like us, even presidents get locked out. It was a video, and the video suggested that our president, Obama, was coming back from a trip. I forget where, but he was, coming back from a trip. He was trying to get through one of the French doors of the White House to get into the Oval Office. First door he came to, locked. Second door, locked. Tried the third set of doors, finally got through. This is, now, of course, it wasn't really publicized. Well, it wasn't in front of a media frenzy like President Bush. Remember, he was trying to get out I forget where, but he was trying to get out, but couldn't, so he had to go upstairs to get out of the stage. What's your take on Eileen?
I think it's kind of fun how, some presidents just, like, it's such a big house that, you know, they can forget which door is which, and yeah.
Well, also, usually everything's planned in the White House. But I guess the people at the White House staff, I guess, didn't think the president was coming home that day, so they decided to lock all the doors. So,
Presidents locked out of their own house. That's funny.
yeah, that's true. Well, let's move on to number 2. Air traffic controller slept while planes landed in D.C. There was 2 planes tried to radio the control tower, but got no answer. So they radioed or called another, not the tower itself, but I guess the FAA or some other place, to try to radio, try to call the tower. Still, no luck. What happened was just the one air controller in the middle of the night fell asleep. It was just him by himself. So this really constitutes, why would there only be one person on a night shift like that? You know? You figure there would be like at least a couple of people, but not just one person. And this was, I think Ronald Reagan Airport. I'm not sure. I forget where this airport was, but it was near D.C., of course. What's your take on it, Eileen?
Yeah, I do think that, you know, they should put more than one person, because who all knows what they did that day. They could have done something to make them tired.
Yeah.
And just, they never know.
Right. Well, let's go on to number 3. This is, well, quite an interesting story. A Taco Bell customer sues at workers because the prices went up. This guy first fired an air gun at the workers at Taco Bell because he wasn't satisfied for the prices that have went up. So after that, he left and barricaded himself in his hotel room using a semi-automatic to shoot cops and all that stuff. So, wow. What a guy, huh? What's your take on Eileen?
The guy must be extremely retarded. It's just weird. Yeah. Yeah. Just the thought of even bringing an air gun into, Taco Bell, even though Taco Bell is kind of, yeah. But you bring it into, like, basically anywhere, there's a chance you could get arrested.
Yeah.
Rich man moment.
Right. Well, you know, it's just, maybe this video might go on America's Funniest Videos. A stupid customer shoots at clerks. Yeah. Well, anyway, who knows, you know? Well, let's go on to number 4. A World War II veteran discovered that he is not a U.S. citizen. Now, his parents were born in America, and he was born in America, but their parents never registered the birth with the U.S. Registry, I guess. And when before the guy went to his war, he checked his was gonna check his citizenship to fight for our country. The recruiter said not to worry about it. And then when the vet done his time of service, he's 95 years old, and he tries to apply a enhanced license so he can go visit his family that lives in Canada now, one last time before he kicks the bucket, and he was denied, and because he was told he wasn't a U.S. citizen, and he's been trying. He knows that it's gonna be hard to try to prove it because his parents are gone now. But it's quite sad, you know. What's your take on Eileen?
Well, it's kind of his parents kind of should have done that. Should have registered birth. It's very simple. So you don't even think about how it may affect the kid one day. Even though even though they may hit kick the butt when they're at an old age.
Yes. Well, according to the veteran, World War II vet, said that where he lived in Indiana, that he didn't keep records of births until 1880. So he can't prove that his parents existed, nor can he prove himself. So he's kind of screwed at this point. So, I would say just give him citizenship. Besides, you have to be here at least 14 years to become a U.S. citizen anyways. So, what would be the deal here, And also, if you lived here for 95 years and was born in America, you would figure that he would at least become somehow a U.S. citizen by now. And also, he pays his taxes. Something has to, has to, give way at some point, What's your, any more comments on that, Eileen?
Nope.
Well, okay then. Well, that about does it for this week of Ellen News Update, YouTube edition, March 25th, 2011, episode 5, YouTube edition. I'm your main anchor, Erik Olson.
And I'm your co-anchor, Eileen Meier.
So, Eileen, was this a pretty, somewhat exciting episode of Ellen News Update?
Yeah.
Well, it was
pretty good.
Yes, it was. Well, our live reporter's on for our live reporter's on a 2-week vacation now, and so he can refill his imagination tanks, so to speak. So, well, we only have 1 week. Right after this, you'll see our 5-minute break, and after our 5-minute break, you'll see nothing except blackness. Or maybe the next video, who knows? Well, anyways, so Eileen, do you have any closing comments that you want to announce to our viewers?
Yeah, make sure if you have a kid, do the honors of registering their
Yeah, and their birth certificate, yes. Yep. Well put, Eileen, well put. And if you viewers, guys, gals, or whoever you may be, if you have any questions for us, either for me, or Eileen, or for both of us, or any other questions that you want, please feel free to comment in the comment box, or rate us. We would like to hear your feedback, and we will answer any of the questions you may ask right here at the end of our segment of Ellen News Update. Okay? And also, I just want to point out that in 2 weeks, because next week we won't be on the air, next week I'm going to start doing celebrity tweets, and we're going to make our own. It will happen right after the it will happen right after the live reporter scene, and we'll give, or maybe before it. I don't know. You'll find you guys, you viewers will. I'll inform you viewers in advance what will happen. But we'll start doing celebrity tweets. Maybe do 3 or 4. So, depending on how much time we have. So that's that, and enjoy our 5-minute break. So, good night, everybody, and have a pleasant evening, night, and have a pleasant tomorrow. Hello YouTube viewers, it's me, Erik, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Ellen News Update YouTube Edition. I know I sure did. Today, was okay. Went a little long at the end. Me saying that I'm going to introduce a new segment of celebrity tweeting. Conan O'Brien did it on NBC, when he was hosting the Tonight Show. And then, there's the George Lopez, but George Lopez and Craig Ferguson do a tweet segment for viewers. Now, I kind of like the people tweeting segment. Maybe I can, if people actually tweet any questions that they may have, you viewers, if you have any questions for us, you can tweet them to my Twitter page at Erik, ERIK _ Olson, OLSON 89. That's my username for Twitter. You guys can tweet to me, and I can air guesses questions that you may have on the air. Right after celebrity tweets. But I think I could do somewhat of a better. I think I'll do it a little bit different from what Conan did. When Conan did on the Tonight Show, the celebrity tweet thing, I don't know. It wasn't too funny, except maybe for the announcer guy. Yeah. But, yeah. Well, Conan, if you watch this, sorry. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah. So you guys have any questions for us, tweet them to me, and I'll air them in our next episode. Of course, Mr. McLennan had the night off, so he'll be back with us on April 8th. So he got kind of like a 2-week vacation. I'm actually recording this video on Tuesday, March 29th. So yeah. But and I think we recorded the show on Saturday, so because Eileen had some other things to do Friday night, so yeah. I might have to re-examine. Maybe we should do Yellow Music on Saturdays instead of Fridays. But that would be something, to look into possibly. But if you guys do go to my Twitter page and see my tweets, I've taken some stats at NBC and stuff. But also, I've been wanting to do working a late night shift again soon, so hopefully I would be able to do another one. But unfortunately, we just don't have a budget to go elsewhere to do a show. And that's all the time I have. Catch you guys later.